I'm John Talty. Alongside me is Matt Zenitz. Now, Alabama defeated Arkansas 27-14 Saturday night. There was some good, there was some bad. You know, Matt, if you have to kind of break it down to a key takeaway for both, how would you kind of review that game?
Well, I would say the obvious good was the defense. For as up and down as Alabama's offense was during the course of the game, you saw good flashes, especially during the course of the second half. That defense was consistently good and dominant and very much kept Alabama in the game, even when the offense was struggling during that second quarter or third quarter. The defense, Brett Bielema said after the game that this is one of the better defenses that he's seen in 20 years of coaching, and you could see it Saturday. Arkansas is a tough physical team, and had done the damage that they had done on the ground this season. Has a very good running back. The quarterback has been solid, and excluding a late touchdown pass that Arkansas scored after Alabama was already up 27-7, I think Arkansas's total yardage was 166. That's very good for a defense to limit that kind of offense, any offense, to that limited of an output. And the bad takeaway, I would say, Alabama's offensive line took a step forward against Georgia, did a great job against a good defensive front, and then struggled against Arkansas against a tough physical front that limited Derrick Henry, who had a good game against Georgia, to something like 3.5 yards per carry.
Yep. And I think to kind of go off, sticking with the offense, but looking at a good thing, Calvin Ridley kind of continues to develop as the go-to receiver for Alabama. Clearly, Lane Kiffin's preferred kind of deep threat. Already getting a lot of comparisons to Amari Cooper, which isn't fair to him, but there's certainly some similarities when you watch them play. And he's kind of developing, not quite to the Amari Cooper getting targeted all time as he was last year, but certainly becoming more and more of a go-to guy for Jay Coker, and really kind of, I think, helping that offense open things up a little bit for Derrick Henry and other guys. The bad news, I think, is a guy that's been talked about a lot this year, both up and down, Adam Griffith. Coming in, I think he had made his last 5 field goals, had some positive momentum going, and then misses his first 2 field goals against Arkansas, including one that was a 25-yard kind of chip shot. That's not a good development, especially going into what could be a very tough game against Texas A&M. You're hoping that he had some confidence going forward. This is kind of a step back. Nick Saban continues to defend him, said he can be the best kicker when he wants to be in the country, and that's something that I think you're going to have to continue to watch to see whether he can take a step forward, or whether he's going to kind of keep taking step backs.
And what's interesting is that he actually made his first kick last game. So last game he had the short one during the course of the first quarter, made the 24-yarder, and then after that missed the 25-yarder, another one after that, and then bounced back. But still for the year, 6-12, which is obviously less than ideal.
Yeah, not ideal at all. That's going to do it for us here. Make sure to check out AL.com the rest of the week for tons of coverage, looking back at Arkansas game and looking forward to Texas A&M.